Her name wasn't Karen, of course. May God have mercy on the poor souls named Karen these days. Her name was Vera, and she burst into the hair salon looking for a fight. "I want my hair cut," she announced to the owner at the register. "I'm sorry, ma'am, it's appointment only at this time," the owner responded apologetically. "There's a sign in the window that says no appointment necessary," Vera snapped, pointing angrily. "Well, that's from before COVID," the owner said with some embarrassment. "Is Charisse here?" Vera huffed. "She's in the back," the owner told her. "She's with a customer." "Behind these ridiculous things?" Vera asked, pointing at the long drapes of plastic that separated the hair salon floor from the front lobby. The owner nervously rose from her seat, realizing control was being lost and an uncomfortable situation was turning into a dangerous one. "Yes, but please don't go in there. She's with a special appointment." "It is my constitutional right to go where I want to go," Vera announced. She parted the plastic and stepped onto the floor. Medusa was in Charisse's chair. Charisse had wrapped the snakes that slithered around Medusa's head in cheesecloth dipped in moisturizer. If the scales were properly taken care of, the snakes had a pleasing green sheen that really caught the light. There was a large hamster cage filled with mice on Charisse's workstation, and when Vera burst in, Charisse was in the process of feeding one of them to an anxious, open-mouthed strand of Medusa's writhing lizard hair. They do quite well with high-protein diets. Medusa had moved to the neighborhood a few hundred years ago and was really enjoying the COVID outbreak. She was able to wear a mask, a hat, and dark glasses, and finally get out of the house. She walked in a local park and was completely ignored. She watched fireworks on the 4th of July. She'd eaten Scottish food for the first time at a drive-through place called McDonald's the other day, and while she didn't really care for it, it was still an experience. Unfortunately for Vera, Medusa was not wearing her protective gear when Vera burst in. The surprise of Vera's commotion caused Medusa to turn in her chair and unwittingly open her eyes. Vera, too outraged by her own inconvenience to know better, locked eyes with Medusa, temporarily stunned by the perfect fluorescent yellow-green irises. Vera's flesh cracked and snapped as it turned to stone, her pointing finger frozen in midair, her face still wearing the expression of unwavering confidence and self-righteousness that only the truly ignorant can muster. "I'm so sorry," Medusa apologized, and her eyelids closed again for safety. "She surprised me." "No worries," Charisse said cheerfully, letting the snake swallow the last of the mouse and reaching for another. "Accidents happen." She leaned forward and whispered so the owner wouldn't hear, "She's a terrible tipper anyway." Medusa smiled, eyes still closed. It was good to get out.